Batting 8th and playing left field, number 4, Tyler Skipper. Batting 9th and playing right field, number 14, Garrett Sims. Your third baseman, number 9, William Nietenhammer. The non-starters, number 3, Clay Everett. Number 5, Daniel Miller. Number 6, Kyle Bonnick. Number 10, Tyson Garman. Number 11, Travis Ritter. Number 15, Elijah Ramirez. Number 19, Pierce Kimbrough. Number 22, Brad Ellis. Number 30, Gabe Vanilla. And number 25, Yvonne Thomas. The assistant coaches for Hernando, Mr. Jason Dunn, Coach Matt Blandon, Coach Lee Sullivan, Coach Buddy Keegan, and the head coach for the Leopards, Coach Tim Sims. For your Bulldogs, the non-starters, number 4, Robert Oney. Number 8, Jarrett Tilton. And your starting lineup, starting in center field, leading off, number 12, Jalen Pickett. Batting second, number 7, the third baseman, Josh Fiello. Batting third, the catcher, number 32, James DeBerry. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 6, Zach McClellan. Playing second base, batting fifth, number 3, Austin Putz. Playing right field, batting 6, number 9, Dalton Gold. Playing first base, number 10, and batting 7th, Jake Brown. Batting 8th, number 14, the left fielder, Tanner Wentworth. Batting 9th, the shortstop, number 2, Marcus Gonzalez. Doing the pitching tonight, number 1, Raleigh McClellan. Assistant coaches for Zephyr Hills, Coach Ebby McClellan. And assistant coach Tony Carpy, head coach Rusty Gwynn. Could you please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem?
Good evening and welcome, Bulldog fans. We are coming to you live from John F. Clemens Field here in beautiful Zephyr Hills, Florida. It is a gorgeous night for baseball, and what a matchup we have for you, folks, as first place is on the line in District 5A7 as your Dogs host the visiting Hernando Leopards. The Dogs coming off of spring break that I know a lot of the young men enjoyed, including a couple of wins over at a tournament in Hernando, I believe. And they are back here on the mound, ready to get started here as the second half, the unofficial second half of the season kicks off. Riley McClellan will be doing the pitching here tonight, still sporting an unofficial 0.00 ERA. He will take on the Hernando Leopards. The Leopards come in tied with the Dogs at the top of District 5A7, each team having 2 losses coming into this one in district play. Wesley Chapel sits in third place. The Dogs split the season series with Wesley Chapel 1-1, and they currently lead the season series.
On the base is Mr. Jamie Taylor, and behind the plate, Mr. Dave Perez.
And they currently lead the series with Hernando 1-0, winning 6-3 at Hernando early on in the season. And that win was something of a coming out party for these dogs, as it gave confidence to a team that really needed it early on in the season, proving that they could hang with some of these better teams in the district. And hang they certainly have. This will be another test here tonight. Let's run down the starting lineup here for your dogs. Leading off and playing center field is Jalen Pickett. At the hot corner and batting second is Josh Fiallo. Behind the plate is senior captain James DeBerry. The cleanup hitters, Zach McClellan playing DH. Austin Putz hitting fifth, playing second base. Dalton Gold batting sixth, playing right field. Jake Brown at first base, he's hitting seventh. And the eighth hole is Tanner Whitworth playing left field. And at shortstop, Marcus Gonzalez batting ninth.
Leading off for the Leopards in number 2, Mr. Tyler Ledington, center fielder.
So leading off for Hernando, here we have Tyler Ledington playing center field. Hernando wearing the purple helmets. Their main color is purple. They also have gold. Their jerseys are gold with purple lettering. The dogs, of course, in the home whites, orange letters and numbers. And here we go with the first pitch from Riley McClellan. It's high, ball 1. Following Ledington will be the shortstop Bammert, then the pitcher Young, catcher Morgan, second baseman Ashton, DH Livingood. Here's second pitch. It's in there for a strike, 1-1. Batting seventh for the Leopards is Cabrera, the first baseman. Eighth is Skipper, the left fielder. Ninth is Sims, the right fielder. And playing third base is Neathammer. Here's the 1-1 from Riley. Swung on intent to the plate. That'll be 1-2. Riley gets ahead of the count here. An absolute gorgeous late afternoon, early evening for baseball here. And folks, I know that watching and listening is fun. I encourage you to get down to a game. It's a great atmosphere and a beautiful place to watch a ball game. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit off McClellan up the middle. Gonzalez scoops it short. He throws, but the throw is offline. It brings Brown off the bag. The swipe tag was unable to be made, and it'll go down as a single for Ledington.
Coming to bat for Hernando, number 8, Tanner Lambert.
So the line drive up the middle careened off of Riley McClellan. Gonzalez was able to gobble it up and throw, but the throw just a little bit up the line and unable to keep his foot on the bag is Brown. So here we go with Tanner Bammert, the shortstop. Right-handed hitter steps in. Ledington with the lead off first base. Strike 1. Coming into the year, Bammert is hitting .333 on the season. Throw over to first and Ledington back in time. .333 on the season with 14 runs scored, 7 driven in. Riley from the stretch takes a look over at first. He's set. Pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Snap throw to first is not in time. And the count will be 1-1. Folks, if you're watching the broadcast tonight, I encourage you to respond on Twitter. Oh, by the way, we have a new name. We are no longer Bulldogs Radio. We are now Bulldogs On Air, as we will be bringing you video broadcasts as often as possible in the future. We still will be doing some exclusive radio things, but BulldogSOnAir.com is where you want to go for the latest in broadcasts of Zephyr Hills High School athletics. And that's Twitter at Bulldogs On Air. Let us know how it looks. Let us know if you're watching. We'd love to hear from you. The 1-1 pitch. High. Ledington faked like he was going to go, but he retreats back to first. DeBerry does have a very good arm behind the plate. Ledington just faked that time. I wonder if he's thinking about testing the arm of the senior captain. Riley looks in. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit high and short to left field. Coming in is Wentworth. He camps under it and catches it with two hands. That'll be one away. Retreating back is Lettington to first base.
One away, it brings up the pitcher, number 7, Justin Young.
So upsets Justin Young. Little friendly dap there from DeBerry. Apparently they know each other. Young, a tall lefty. Hitting .392 on the season, 14 runs scored, 16 driven in, including 2 of the long ball variety. Snap throw to first, back in time is Lettington. Riley looking into the dangerous left-handed hitting Young, the senior for Hernando. Going is Lettington. The snap throw down to second is going to be in time. Tag applied by Marcus Gonzalez, and there's 2 down. I believe it was a ball. It was a ball low from Riley McClellan, but it turned into an out anyway as DeBerry fires to Gonzalez, and there's 2 down. Pop up out of play, back to the left. It won't quite make the road. It'll be 1-1. 2 down, nobody on base here in the top of the first inning. Riley goes back to the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and driven in the air to right field. It's going to find the gap, and it's going to go. That's a home run for Young. He got a hold of one and drove it over the fence in right center field. His 3rd home run of the year, and Hernando takes a 1-0 lead.
Coming up to bat for Hernando, the catcher, number 13, Owen Morgan.
So up steps Owen Morgan, the other half of the Hernando battery tonight. He's a righty facing McClellan. Pitch in there for strike 1. So that home run officially ends the unofficial 0.00 ERA of Riley McClellan, as that is undoubtedly an earned run on a ball hit hard by Young. Let's see if Riley can settle down here and not give him any more damage here in the top of the first. Ball 1 high. It is 1-1. Morgan hitting .373 on the season. 8 scored, 16 driven in from the cleanup spot. Way out ahead of a changeup. That'll be 1-2. He was looking for a fastball, and he got the slow one. Now, he might have completed the swing before the ball even got there. The 1-2 pitch from McClellan, high, ball 2, and that'll even it up at 2-2. Riley out of the windup. The pitch. Just outside for ball 3. Full count here to the Hernando catcher, Morgan. Let's see if Riley can shut him down here to end the first. The pitch. Low, ball 4. And so a free pass to Morgan will bring up Ashton, the second baseman.
With 2 away, coming to bat for Hernando, the second baseman, number 17, Morgan Ashton.
So Morgan Ashton steps up to the plate, trying to get something going here with 2 outs for Hernando. They lead the Dogs 1-0 here in the very early going. We do have a pinch runner for Hernando, number 10. From the stretch is Riley. He checks the runner. Delivers home. A little bit of low ball one. Hernando employing a strategy the Dogs usually employ with James DeBerry. If the catcher gets on and there's 2 outs, go ahead and send the pinch runner. Second pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Pitch running for the Leopards, number 10, Tyson Garman.
Coach Rusty Gwynn wants to talk it over. He heads to the mound, and this will be a good time to tell you that our friends over at Richland Baptist Church are hosting a wonderful event this weekend with the Strength Team, March 27th through 29th. The Strength Team with feats of power, intensity, and they'll motivate you and your family. It's complete free admission. They will take a donation at the event. For more information, you can contact them at 352-567-2990. And also the address for the church is 40443 Stewart Road in Zephyr Hills. Shows are Friday, March 27th and Saturday, March 28th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, March 29th at 6 p.m. So thank you for Richland Baptist Church for sponsoring Bulldogs baseball. The pitch. High. Ball 2. Oh, no, it is 3-0. I apologize. I thought there was a strike earlier. It was called a ball, so it is 3-0, not 2-1. So if you're here live and you were yelling at the scoreboard, that's my fault. I apologize. The 3-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. McClellan laboring these last 2 batters after giving up the long shot to Young. Trying to settle down and get the Hernando second baseman here. There's a called strike, and Ashton did not agree. He was heading down the first base line like he had drawn a walk. And I know we say it all the time. That's a dangerous thing to do, to show up an umpire. I'm sure he didn't mean to, but all the same, umpires don't generally take too kindly to that. With a 3-2 count, the runner at first will be going. There's the pitch. He wasn't going. There's a fly ball to right field. It'll be caught by Dalton Gold, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, 1 man left. We head to the bottom of the first. Hernando leads 1-0. So the Dogs come to the plate now here in the bottom of inning number 1, leading off for them, the center fielder, Jalen Pickett. Jalen, a senior. In the fall, he will be taking his talents to the great state of Michigan to play safety for the Eastern Michigan football team. But he's thinking about baseball right now, and he steps in to face Young here in the bottom of the first. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Young is 2-0 on the year with a 3.23 ERA in 4 starts for the Leopards. Ball 2 outside. As a tall lefty with a nice easy motion, he generates a lot of heat on that fastball. Let's see what else he has in his repertoire. Oh, ball fouled off the ankle of Pickett, and he's hobbling, and that is a painful, painful thing to do. Let's hope Jalen's okay. Catcher for Hernando doing a classy thing and heading out to the mound while Jalen walks it off. Looks like Jalen's going to be okay. Now they're going to pull up the baseball pant leg. Jalen likes to wear the pants all the way down. No stirrups or high socks for him. Coach Rusty says, "It looks good, son. Get back in there." And that's what Jalen's going to do. The worst part about fouling a ball off your ankle is it counts as a strike. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pickett, the leadoff hitter. Pickett batting .211 on the season. 8 runs scored, 1 driven in. Ball outside, it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Called, strike 3. On the low end of the strike zone, but it gets him and it's 1 down.
Coming to bat for the Dogs at third baseman, number 7, Josh Fiello.
I'll bring up Fiallo, the third baseman. Hitting .306 on the year. The pitch from Young, low and outside, ball 1. Josh has been a big-time help here for the Bulldogs, filling in when James DeBerry got hurt and had to miss some time playing catcher. Did that admirably. Playing a good defensive third base, and, of course, hitting over 300 on the season. Ball 2, it's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Ball 3, 3-0. Wasting no time into the motion. He delivers in there for strike 1. It's 3-1. Fiallo, for his part, was taking all the way. Young certainly doesn't waste any time on the mound. He's ready to go as soon as Fiallo's in the batter's box. Off-speed pitch there, and that'll be strike 2. And from 3-0, we are now full in the count, 3-2. Young already in motion. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground to the right side. Gobbled up by Ashton and throw to first. In time, and there'll be 2 down.
With 2 away, coming to bat for the Dogs, the catcher, number 32, James DeBerry.
So that'll bring up the senior captain for the Dogs, James DeBerry. DeBerry did miss some time earlier in the season with that facial injury. But in his limited action so far, only 7 games played, he is batting .357. 4 runs scored, 4 driven in. He had to have a long ball in the season. He'd like to get one here tonight. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch to DeBerry. Swung and driven in the air to right center field. This was going to get down and roll to the wall. James is going to head into second with a stand-up double. And the Dogs have a man in scoring position with 2 out here in the first.
Coming to bat, the cleanup hitter, the designated hitter, number 6, Zach McClellan.
So that'll bring up, of course, the twin brother of our starting pitcher here tonight, Zach McClellan, the cleanup hitter for the Dogs. Off to a great start so far this year, hitting .412 on this season. It's a strike called on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A shout out to Quentin Foster at home listening live. Big man's going to be playing his football at Southeastern next year. Make sure you go check him out. The 0-2 pitch. Ball high, it's 1-2. Young looks in, he gets the signal, he's ready to go. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and bounced to the right side. That's over to Ashton again. He'll throw on to first in time to give McClellan. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. After 1, Hernando leads 1-0.
At the end of the 1 is Hernando.
So we're back here in the top of the second inning. Tyson Livingood or maybe he's living good. He will lead off here for Hernando, the designated hitter, and hitting in the 6th hole. Riley McClellan on the mound for the Dogs. The right-handed hitter Livingood with a tall, straight-up stance. Hits a grounder in the hole. It's going to be gobbled up by Gonzalez. Throw to first to Brown is in time, and there's 1 down.
Coming to bat with the Leopards, the first baseman, number 12, Andres Cabrera.
Here comes Cabrera, the first baseman. Right-handed hitter. Can't check his swing on the first pitch from McClellan, and it's strike one. McClellan set. Rocks and delivers. Low and outside. That'll be a ball. Count evens of 1-1. Cabrera on the year hitting .244. 3 runs scored, 8 driven in. There's a ball in the dirt. That'll be another ball. It'll be 2-1. Two-one pitch from McClellan. In there for strike two. It's 2-2. Stadium lights just starting to come on here tonight as we hit dusk. McClellan with a 2-2 pitch. Tap foul. We'll do it again at 2-2. Cabrera set, ready to go. Riley delivers. Swung on and fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2. It'll be interesting to see how Riley reacts to giving up that run in the first. Pitchers give up runs all the time. Nothing to be ashamed of that, especially a ball hit that hard. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's low, 3-2. But sometimes psychologically that can do some damage to you if you haven't given up many of them. So let's see if we can battle back here. He already got the ground out to start the inning. And now a full count to the first baseman and 7-hole hitter Cabrera. Swung on and missed. He chased an off-speed pitch. And that'll be 2 down.
Coming to bat for Hernando, number 4, Tyler Skipper.
That'll bring up the left fielder Skipper, and I asked how he was going to respond, and he responded with a beautiful breaking ball. He got Cabrera out on the front foot and couldn't hold up, and it's the first strikeout of the night for McClellan. Ball one outside. Skipper, the left fielder for the Leopards, hitting .143 on the year. Ball 2. A relatively tall right-handed batter. Black batting gloves. Here's the pitch from McClellan. In there for strike 1. This Hernando team does have some height. Might come in handy if a basketball game breaks out. Riley steps off. He wants to think about it for a second more. Now he's back and ready. Goes into the windup for the 2-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in there for strike 2. Skipper just watched it. And he watched it go right in the zone and even up the count. Top of the second inning, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Tyler Skipper, number 4. That doesn't work. Should have been a 2. Ball 3 high. And we'll go full count here to the Hernando left fielder. With 2 out, nobody on, so no need to worry about base runners moving. And the pitch. Swung on and chopped to shortstop. Gonzalez has it. Over to first in time for the out. 6-3, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Riley McClellan. We head to the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's the Dogs trailing 1-0.
After inning
Stepping in to lead off the top of the or bottom of the second inning is Austin Putz, the second baseman for Zephyr Hills. He'll face the lefty Justin Young. The tall lefty kicks and delivers. Low ball one. Folks, we want to remind you about our great sponsor, AccuCheck Home Inspection Services. Steve Brown and his team have been doing good work in the community for over 20 years. Here's the second pitch, low ball two. And they can help you out with any and all of your home inspection needs. That's AccuCheck Home Inspection Services. Tell Steve Brown or anybody in the office that Bulldogs on Air sent you. And go Dogs. The 2-0 pitch is high. 3-0. So Putz, looking to get on any way he can here, would be smart to have a judicious eye here with the 3-0 pitch looming. It's in there for a strike. 3-1. Putz steps in, hitting .324 on the year. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's a strike as well. It's 3-2. I'm really impressed by this youngster Young's easy delivery. Not too much going on mechanically, just releases the ball. If he can find his release point, it gets on there quick. There's ball 4. So Putz will go down to first base, and we have a runner on for the Dogs.
Batting for the Dogs, the right fielder, number 9, Dalton Gold.
So up to the batter's box comes Dalton Pure Gold, the right fielder for the Dogs. Runner on first is Putz. Tough to get a big lead here with a lefty on the mound. The kick and the delivery, it's in there for strike one. Dalton wearing that sleeve on his right arm. Popular theory is he's concealing a weapon there with his gun there. As he has a tremendous arm. Oh, the ball gets by the catcher. Heading down to second is going to be Putz. It'll be a free base there for the Dogs. As the pitch was low and outside, got away from the catcher. Evens up the count at 1-1. As I was saying, folks, Dalton Gold has quite the arm from right field. And he always wears that right camouflage orange sleeve. It can't be a coincidence, folks. It just can't be. Young with the delivery. And now making his way to third base is Putz. As Gold had faked the bunt, he had the bunt out, pulled it back, and made the third baseman charge. Shortstop was slow getting over there, and Putz took third. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and now a runner at third with nobody out. That's going to go down as a stolen base for Austin Putz. That's a strike up in the zone, but it caught a piece of it, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Young to Gold. Putz leading off third base. It is in there for strike 3. The off-speed pitch handcuffed him, and he got caught looking. 1 down.
Coming back for the Dogs, the first baseman, number 10, Jake Brown.
So I'll bring up Jake Brown, first baseman for the Dogs, hitting .258 on the year. Just looking to get something past the drawn-in infield here and score Putz from third. There is a foul ball to the right side. It'll be strike 1. All the infielders are playing pretty much right on the edge of the grass here. So a hard hit ball could get through anywhere on the diamond. The 0-1 pitch from Young. A bunt attempt is missed by Brown. It'll be 0-2. So now an interesting decision for Coach Gwynn. With 2 strikes, do you keep the bunt play on? Do you let Brown swing away? We'll see what he decides to do here. It is a ball high. Did not appear to have the bunt call on. It is 1-2. The Bulldog first baseman looking to do some damage here with the bat. The Dogs are threatening here with a runner on third and less than 2 outs. Ball outside. Young looked to reach back for a little more oomph on that one, and he left it high and outside. 2-2 now the count. The pitch. Low. The ball gets away, and here comes Putz. Racing for home. He's going to score. A ball in the dirt just in front of the catcher. He couldn't handle it. It bounces away and gives Putz just enough time to score. And so without a base hit in the inning, the Dogs going to run on the board, and it's a 3-2 count for Brown. Ball 4 outside, and that'll be a free pass for Jake. And that'll bring up Tanner Wentworth.
With 1 away, coming back for the Dogs, the left fielder, number 14, Tanner Wentworth.
So Austin scores after a walk, a wild pitch, stolen base, and another wild pitch. Ooh, that one got inside on the lefty hitting Wentworth. He went down to the ground there, but he's all right. 1-0. Young delivers. Swinging a ball hitting the hole on the right side. Gets through for Wentworth. Brown's going to stop at second. So a single for Tanner has runners at first and second for the shortstop Gonzalez.
Coming to bat for the Dogs, the shortstop, number 2, Marcus Gonzalez.
No mercy.
Folks, this is a good time to remind you about our friends over at GameOnForKids.com. That's Game On, the number 4, kids.com, with great coverage of local youth and school sports from around the area. Steve Lee and his team do a great job of bringing you everything you need to know about sports in the area. Go check them out. Game On, the number 4, kids.com. So here comes Marcus Gonzalez, the slick fielding shortstop, with 2 men on. Ball chopped right in front of the pitcher. It dies right there. He's going to have to hurry. He is safe. An infield single, and Marcus Gonzalez is on, and now the bases are loaded for Jalen Pickett.
With 1 away, coming to bat for the Dogs, the center fielder, number 12, Jalen Pickett.
Blue shirt out there. Who's that out there in the blue shirt? No, is it Bobby Ball?
That's not
In the stretch here is Young. Pickett ready to hit. Ball high outside. There's nowhere to put Jalen. It's 1-0. Dogs have tied the game up here in the second. It's 1-1. And they've got Young on the ropes here with nowhere to put the fleet-footed Pickett. Oh, there's a ball scorched, but just fouled down the left field line. Young tried to come with the off speed. Jalen was waiting on it. Hit it hard, but just foul. Jalen struck out looking his first time after falling a ball off of his instep. Looking for something a little bit better this time. Young sets and delivers. The ball chopped to third. He's not going to have time to go home. He goes to first and pulls the man off the bag. And Pickett is safe. So everybody is safe. It's another run for the Bulldogs as Jake Brown scores, and they lead 2-1.
Coming in the back of the Dogs, the third baseman, number 7, Josh Cielo.
The third baseman, I guess, decided he didn't have the angle for the throw to get Jake Brown coming home, and then changed his mind and threw to first. But by that time, he was rushing at his throw, pulled the first baseman Cabrera off the bag, and Jalen was able to sneak in there. So that gives the Dogs a 2-1 lead. The base is still loaded here in the bottom of the second. And up steps Josh Fialo. Josh grounded to second his first time up. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed at a ball in the dirt. 0-1. So the Dogs have gotten 2 in this inning off 1 hit. Well, we'll give them 2 hits because Gonzalez had an infield single. So 2 hits here. Nothing has left the infield. Second pitch is a ball outside, 1-1. And they still have the bases loaded here with 1 out. Don't look now, Bulldog fans, but James DeBerry is on deck. Fialo at the plate now, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. He took a swipe at the heater and couldn't quite get there. It's 1-2. Young ready, he comes set. The 1-2 pitch. In there for strike 3. Tough at bat there for Josh Fialo as he is caught looking. And it'll be 2 down, bases loaded. Let's see what James DeBerry can do.
With 2 away, coming back to the Dogs, the catcher, number 32, James DeBerry.
James doubled in his first at bat. He certainly got an RBI opportunity here. He asked for time, or someone asked for time. It was granted. So we got Wentworth on third, Gonzalez on second, Pickett on first. Here's a swing and a drive to deep left field. It is off the base of the wall. Wentworth has scored. Gonzalez has scored. Here comes Pickett around third. The throw is not in time. He will score. It is a bases clearing double for James DeBerry. And the Bulldogs lead 5-1. James DeBerry did not waste any time. Jumping on the first pitch, and he clears the bases. We will have a pitching change here. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is in just a second. But let's take this time to remind you, folks, that our good friends over at Richland Baptist Church are hosting a special event for everyone to come and enjoy March 27th and 28th at 7 p.m. and March 29th at 6 p.m. The Strength Team is coming to town. with a wonderful display. They're going to be breaking bricks and bending bars and I believe even setting things on fire. Watch out for that. It's a great show. I've seen it myself many times. They're fantastic. They have a wonderful message for you and your family. I suggest you get there. The address is 40443 Stewart Road in Zephyr Hills, or give them a call, 352-567-2990. Admission is absolutely free. So check that out, folks, this weekend. All right, the new pitcher for Hernando is going to be number 11, Travis Brewer. Ritter. I have it on my back here. The junior, Travis Ritter. And we'll be right back after this pitching change. So we're back here, folks. The new pitcher for Hernando, number 11, Travis Ritter. Ritter 1-0 on the season with a .81 ERA, coming in relief of Young. Young officially goes 1 2/3, gives up 5 runs on 5 hits. 4 of those runs were earned. Strike 1 to Zach McClellan. So the Dogs still have something going here. DeBerry on second. McClellan steps in. The righty Ritter on the mound. And here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch. It's 0-2. So in the battle of first place, Zephyr Hills gave up the early lead, but has come back with a vengeance here in the second, putting 5 on the board so far. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul. So Ritter coming set. The 0-2 pitch with 2 outs. So Zach swung on a miss, strike 3. And so that'll be it here in the bottom of the second. The Dogs get 5 runs. 5 runs. A big inning.
After 2 innings, it's your Dogs 5 and Hernando 1.
We'll be right back with more Bulldogs baseball. After 2, it's 5-1 Dogs. So here we go in the top of the third inning, pardon me. Sims, the right fielder, will lead it off. Still on the hill for the Dogs, Riley McClellan. Let's see how Hernando responds to that big inning from Zephyr Hills. First pitch is low, ball one. Now it's important here to maintain momentum by getting a good quick inning here in the top of the third. Here's a swing and a ball grounded to the right side. Putz knocks it down, fires over to Brown, and that will retire Sims. There's one down.
Coming to bat for Hernando, the leadoff batter, number 2, Tyler Leddington.
So back to the top of the order for Hernando as the center fielder Leddington steps into the box. He had an infield single his first time up and then was caught trying to steal second. Raleigh in the windup and the pitch. In there for strike one.
These boys in the welcome to the jungle. They're Guns N' Roses, I think. At ACDC or something like that.
Next pitch is low. 1-1. Riley with a 1-1 pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. 2-1 to the Hernando leadoff hitter. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. Riley reached back for a little extra there. Riley not quite getting what he wanted there. Couldn't quite tell if it was a disagreement with James or maybe just didn't like the lighting. Who knows? The windup and the pitch. Bounces it in there. It's ball 3. Now we have a full count. Folks, go ahead and mark your calendars right now. April the 6th will be our next broadcast as the Dogs play host to Ridgewood and what we believe will be our senior night festivities that night. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Chopped very short, right back to the pitcher. He's going to throw. Not in time. The speedy Leddington beats it out. It's another infield single with 1 down.
Coming to bat for Hernando, number 8, Tanner Bambert.
So up steps Bambert. Flew out to left field his first time up. Like I was saying, mark your calendars for April 6th as the Dogs host Ridgewood and what should be a special night for a couple of the Bulldogs seniors here. Riley with the pitch, swung on and missed. Bambert couldn't quite catch up with that one. Riley comes set. The 0-1. Just a bit outside. It's 1-1. If you have some time this Friday and you're not headed over to Richland Baptist Church for the strength team, I encourage you to, if you're adventurous, head out to Pasco High School as the Dogs will be taking on Pasco in Dade City this Friday night. They could use your support. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Ball 3. It's 3-1. And so now a good hitters count here for Bamert. And Rusty Gwynn wants to talk about it with his young starting pitcher. And while they do that, let me tell you that AccuCheck Home Inspection Services is your number one choice for all your home inspection needs in the Zephyr Hills and East Pasco areas. Steve Brown and his team have been working in the area for over 20 years. They have the experience and the know-how to tackle any home inspection process. I encourage you to check them out and be sure to tell them that we over here at Bulldogs on Air sent you. That's AccuCheck Home Inspection Services, and go Dogs. So after a conference with the manager, Riley back on the hill and ready to go here. It's 3-1. And don't forget, Justin Young, who homered in the first, is waiting on deck. 3-1 pitch from Riley. Swung on and fouled straight back, and they'll make it 3-2. Young, who started off pitching this game, then moved into right field. So he remains in the lineup. Which, after seeing his at-bat in the first inning, you certainly understand why they would want that to be. Throw over to first, not in time, runner back. And we'll wait for the 3-2 again. One down here in the top of the third. The Dogs lead 5-1. In this battle for first place in District 5A7. Riley comes set, delivers. Low, ball 4. And there'll be 2 ducks on the pond for Justin Young.
With one away coming to bat for the Leopards, number 7, Justin Young.
So 1 out, 2 on for the power-hitting lefty. In the first, he hit a home run that cleared the right center field fence. It got out so fast, I didn't even have time to try out my home run call. I was very disappointed. That's right. First pitch is swung on, hit high into right field and deep. Back at the wall is Gold. He can't get it. The throw comes in, and because the runners were unsure if he was going to catch it, they were unable to advance more than one base, so nobody scores. So it goes a long single for Justin Young.
Coming to bat for Hernando, number 13, Owen Morgan.
Folks, I literally wrote that in my score sheet as long single. Because I don't know what else to call that. It looked like maybe the lights might have been interfering with Dalton out there. He got there and had a little room, but couldn't quite make the squeeze. But no damage done yet. Ball 1 to the cleanup hitter, Morgan. So now Hernando has put themselves in a position where they can get right back in this thing in the top of the third. Riley set, the 1-0 pitch. High, ball 2. Nowhere to put him, so you need to find the zone. Riley might be just losing his release point here a little bit. The 2-0 pitch. Low, ball 3. 3-0. There's some action down in the Zephyr Hills bullpen. The 3-0 pitch is high. Ball 4, and that will score a run as Ludington comes and crosses the plate. It's 5-2. And we'll have another conference on the mound, and it looks like we're going to get a new pitcher. And we will. That'll be the end of the night for Riley McClellan. He goes 2 1/3. Gives up 2 runs, and he's responsible for the 3 men left on base. And we will have the new pitcher and much more information for you right after this. Looks like it's going to be Zach. It is. It is Zach McClellan. So we'll trade one McClellan for another. So we'll actually keep it right here for a little bit. I do want to let you know also that if you love baseball broadcasting, really, who doesn't? We also are available to cover all sorts of sports for you. We can do video broadcasts. We can do radio with very flexible ad rates, as low as $25 for a game. Contact us at bulldogsradio@gmail.com or at bulldogs-on-air on Twitter, and we will get with you about broadcasting your sporting event. Also, I can tell you some exciting things about football coming up. We will be broadcasting this year's spring game. And it looks like just a few moments ago on Twitter, I got a co-host as Quentin Foster asked if he could commentate on the game with me. And I said, yeah, man, that'd be great. So we'll have Big Q up in the booth with us for the spring game. And who knows who else might show up. It might be a cavalcade of stars. You never know. But we'll have that for you, and we have some more exciting things coming up. We hope to be bringing that live when it happens, coming up in just a few weeks this spring.
Coming in to pitch for the Bulldogs, number 6, Zach McClellan.
So Zach McClellan, the new pitcher. If I just keep saying McClellan, please forgive me. It is a new pitcher. It's twin brother Zach, who will now go from DH to starting pitcher here tonight. The Dogs without the services of Morgan Goodwin here tonight. So the relief duties fall to Zach. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and hit high, but barely out into the grass in center. It's going to be caught by Gonzalez. One pitch, and that's the second out.
With 2:08 coming to bat for Hernando, number 28, Tyson Livengood.
Number 28, the DH, steps up to the plate. Living good. Living good, who knows? And he still has 3 ducks on the pond with which he can operate. Zach trying to bail out his brother. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt low, but a good stop by James DeBerry. And it'll stop any runners from advancing. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch as McClellan comes from the stretch and delivers. Hard hit ground ball to short. It's to Putz. He tosses to second, covering his Gonzalez, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. McClellan comes on in relief of McClellan and gets 2 quick outs. And after 2.5, the Dogs lead 5-2.
Going in the bottom of the 3rd, the Bulldogs 5 and the Leopards 2.
Here we go into the bottom of the third. Austin Putz will lead off. First pitch is low from Ritter. So after a 5 spot in the bottom of the second for the Dogs, they're looking to do a little more damage here in the bottom of the third. Ritter is low again. Ball 2. Hernando was able to get a run back in the top of inning number 3. But then Zach McClellan came on in relief, got 2 quick outs, and got the Dogs out of a big jam. Putz swings through the third offering. It's 2-1. Strike 2 called. Oh, just kidding. It was a ball. We have a loud umpire here. He even's loud on balls. I'm not used to that. So 3-1. There's a foul ball. Let's all listen closely for Glass. Oh, I heard a thud. At least it wasn't a crash. So we have a full count here. The second baseman, Austin Putz. The pitch. A delayed strike 3 call. And I think that has Austin as upset as anything. The umpire wanted to look at it for an extra split second there before he called him out.
Number 9, Dalton Gold.
Stepping onto the plate is Dalton Gold, the right fielder. His first time facing Ritter. Ball 1 outside. Dalton struck out looking his first time up. Let's see what he can do here. It's a strike. It's 1-1. One pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. As a broadcaster, you really are thankful for and respect these Hernando pitchers, as they do not waste any time. It's a breath of fresh air, quite honestly. Ball low. It's 3-1.
Was it 30 seconds this year? 40?
Who says the major leaguers couldn't learn from their high school counterparts? Full count, 3-2. To Dalton Gold, the right fielder for the Dogs. The pitch. Inside, ball 4, and Dalton takes the stroll down to first with the free pass.
Coming back for the Bulldogs, the first baseman, number 10, Jake Brown.
Stepping to the plate now is Jake Brown, who took a base on balls last inning and eventually scored.
That's a great rule. Let me tell you why. Because most schools are written because of a few dumbasses that ruin it for everybody else. This rule only affects the few dumbasses that ruin it for everybody else. The guys that work fast.
So Jake's ready to hit, standing there. Check over to the runner at first, Gold. Now Ritter ready to deliver. Low ball 1. Folks, interact with us tonight on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you. It's at Bulldogs on Air. If you want to use the hashtag First Place Showdown, you can as well. As this is a game for first place in District 5A7. Swing and a drive to right field, heading foul, and it'll get out of play. Good swing there by Brown. Just a tad bit too late, and it goes out of play, 1-1.
Come on, Jake.
Ritter getting the signs from his battery mate. Checks Gold at first. Throws back over. Dalton is back easily. I'm going to play style expert here. I've always preferred the high socks or the stirrups to the long pants. And we got Jake Brown sporting the long pants look. We got Dalton Gold on first base with the stirrups. Swinging a foul off to the right side. But Dalton Gold is just he's a fashion plate. He's got the arm sleeve. He's got the stirrups. He's got the high socks. I mean, he's got it all. So maybe I'd give the edge to him when it comes to fashion. I need to get a sponsor for the fashion report here on the broadcast. Throw to first and back is Dalton. Still a 1-2 count to Jake Brown. After watching quite a few of the games here, one thing I've noticed about Jake is he can work and at bat very well. Not afraid to look at a pitch with 2 strikes if he doesn't think it's there. Can foul off some balls. He's a very good hitter with 2 strikes. He doesn't get up anxious or anything. So let's see what he does here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I may have jinxed him. He's going to be a strikeout, throw out, double play. As the outside pitch is called for a strike and the throw down to second gets Gold in time. After 3, Dogs lead. It's 5-2.
At the end of 3 innings, it's Bulldogs 5 and Hernando 2.
So here we head to the top of the 4th inning. Zach McClellan on the mound in relief of his brother Riley. And he will face the first baseman Cabrera, who struck out in his previous at-bat in the 2nd inning. Dogs lead this one 5-2. Zach comes setting the pitch. Low ball 1. So what was a beautiful late afternoon has turned into a beautiful evening here at John F. Clements Field. If you are listening live in the stands, and some of you are, I know you are, be sure to go check out the concession stand. Lots of good smelling food down there. We smelled some barbecue early tonight. So be sure to check that out. They would really appreciate it. Fouled off on the 2nd pitch. It's 1-1. Zach comes set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again. Listening closely. Nothing. We're all good. It's 1-2. I will let you know if you are coming out to the field, you can park across the street if you're wary of foul balls. Just walk a few extra feet to save a potential couple of dollars. Not a bad idea. The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard to right field. Gold on the move after into foul territory, and he makes the grab. Nice running grab by Dalton Gold, and there's 1 down.
Coming back for Hernando, the pitcher, number 11, Travis Ritter.
should be a rule, a law.
So Travis Ritter has replaced Skipper. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Second pitch is just a little bit high for ball 1, 1-1. Zach comes set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right side. It's going to fall harmlessly to the ground. 1-2.
It'll be just a mirage of busted.
We hope it was harmlessly to the ground. Yes. Zach pitches 1-2 to Hernando pitcher, who hits a fly ball into left center field. Calling for it is Whitworth. He makes the catch, and they'll be 2 down. Pickett was there too, but Whitworth makes the catch for the out.
Coming back to the Leopards, a right fielder, number 14, Garrett Sims.
That brings up Garrett Sims. Grounded out to second base his first time up. Zach comes set, and here's the pitch. Grounded foul of the first base line. Here's a good time to remind you folks that our friends over at GameOnForKids.com. That's GameOn4Kids.com. Steve Lee and his team do a great job over there of covering area youth, high school, middle school sports. So go check them out. I'm sure there'll be a wonderful write-up about the Bulldogs baseball team soon. And if not, well, Steve, that's too bad. You should do that. So be sure to check them out. GameOn4Kids.com. That's GameOn4Kids.com. 0-1 pitch is high. It's 1-1. And, folks, we do want to thank all of our sponsors and let you know we don't get this done if not for sponsors. So if you would like to sponsor a Bulldog baseball broadcast, you can. Can you believe it? Email us at bulldogsradio@gmail.com or contact us on Twitter at BulldogsOnAir. There's a strike swinging with ad rates starting as low as $25 a game. You can get in on all the action with Bulldogs baseball. Especially get ready for the district tournament where advertising will, I know, jump for that one. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Zach. High and outside, ball 1. Some of you have been asking about football advertising already. We will have all the information for that coming very shortly, as well as some cool opportunities for video sponsorships as well. So stay tuned to Bulldogs on Air for more information. 2-2 pitch just missed, and it's going to be – now it's 2-2. It was a 1-2 pitch that just missed. Don't know where it missed, but it did miss, according to the umpire. Fouled off to the left-hand side this time. Sims stays alive.
I heard it say close. It might have got one going by.
Luckily, I wasn't one passing it that hard. But it did go right.
I tell you what, every time a foul ball goes toward the road, everyone secretly cheers that it hits a car. They'll never admit it out loud, but they really wanted to hit a car. Zach comes set, the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off again, this time into the cage. Battling to stay alive is Sims. The lefty Sims is ready to go. Zach gets the sign, comes set, and delivers. High. That was ball 4. So it'll be a walk to Sims, and that'll bring up the top of the order with a man on first and 2 down.
Coming to bat for Hernando, number 2, Tyler Leddington.
Leddington, who has had 2 infield singles on the day, he's 2 for 2, will step in trying to get something done here for the Leopards. Check a first. And the pitch. Low ball 1. Nice stop there by James. Top of the 4th inning. There's 2 down. Dogs lead 5-2. Leopards do have the top of the order up here with a man on first and 2 down. Zach comes set in the pitch. Just high, ball 2. Leddington has raised his .242 average here tonight. He would like to do so again at the expense of Zach McClellan. Ball 3, just high. It's 3-0. Waiting on deck is Bammert. And in the hole, the dangerous Justin Young. There's a ball in the dirt. It's going to be ball 4. And now there'll be 2 on and 2 out for the shortstop Bammert.
With 2 away, coming to bat for Hernando, the shortstop, number 8, Tanner Bammert.
This is one of those classic situations you see in baseball where a hitter becomes more important to get because of who's behind him. Bammert, a dangerous hitter in and of himself, but behind him is Justin Young, who has just scorched the ball twice today. A home run and a long single. Bammert 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. He flew out to left field in the first and walked in the third, and here he is up again in the 4th. Hernando has already drawn 4 free passes on the night. Zach comes set. The pitch. High pop-up. DeBerry's coming back. He's going to run out of room. It's going to bounce just in front of the picnic table here in front of the concession stand right ahead of us. And that'll be a strike.
Uncle Billy was busy trying to get in the bag of peanuts. He didn't even look.
Didn't even see it hit. Didn't even notice.
0-2 is the count on the shortstop for Hernando. Zach comes set. The pitch. Swung on and drilled to deep left field. It's gone. A 3-run home run for Bammert. And Hernando has tied this game up. It's 5-5. That ball was absolutely scorched to left field. And Tanner Bammert has hit a home run, second of the night for the Leopards. And it's 5-5.
Coming back for Hernando, number 7, Justin Young.
So here comes the man with the other home run tonight, Justin Young. And go ahead and call him Big Poppy as the Dogs have the shift on. Fialo playing in the regular shortstop position. Gonzalez just behind the bag and just a little to the left. The right side of the infield pretty much straight up. Ball 1 high. It's 1-0. Brand new ball game now as these teams are tied at 5. I was tempted earlier to say I didn't think 5 runs would win this game, and that would have been prescient. Ball 2 in the dirt. It's 2-0. The other impressive thing about that home run was the 0-2 pitch. Bammer with his first of the year, and he picked a good time to get it here in this first place showdown. We have a timeout. They've decided to intentionally walk Justin Young.
Coming to bat from Hernando, the catcher, number 13, Owen Morgan.
In high school baseball, the intentional walk is simply saying, hey, why don't you go take first base? They can say, I don't want to. You can say, I don't care. Go take first base. And that's what happened. As Young, his on-base percentage will increase, but I'm sure he's not happy about that. So the runner on first now, we head to Morgan, the catcher. Pair of walks on the day. No official at-bat yet. Chop foul. Be 0-1. If you're watching at home with us, we encourage you to interact with us on Twitter at Bulldogs on Air. That's at Bulldogs on Air. You got questions? You got anything? You want some shout outs? Maybe you want to be like Big Q and ask me if you can broadcast with me. That's cool. Hit us up at Bulldogs on Air. There goes Young running. He's going to make it into second safely. The ball gets away into center field. Now he's going to take off for third. The throw is going to be too late from Gonzalez. It hits Young, but stops right there. And so Young's going to get his stolen base and advance to third on the loose ball. So now more than ever, it's time for Zach McClellan to concentrate on the batter. He can't hurt you anymore. He's already at third base. 0-2 count. Zach sets and delivers. Chop foul down the third base line. We'll do it again. We've seen a lot of pitchers duels this year with the Dogs. A little bit of a heavier offensive game tonight. Coming set is Zach. And the pitch. Hit on the ground is short. This Gonzalez. He's up with it. He fires across the first. And that'll end the inning. But not before Hernando ties this one up on a 3-run home run by Tanner Brammert. After 3.5. It's all tied up. Dogs 5, Leopards 5. So we're at the bottom of the fourth inning, and Tanner Wentworth is going to lead off for the Dogs. The left fielder batting eighth in the lineup here tonight. And on for his third inning of relief is Ritter. Here's the ball hitting the left field. It's fading away from the left field. It's going to drop in there for a base hit. So Tanner Wentworth gets on with a single, and that'll bring up Gonzalez.
Coming to bat, the shortstop, number 2, Marcus Gonzalez.
Shortstop would be number 6 position. Come on.
So after the single by Wentworth, here's Gonzalez. He had an infield single his last time up. Bunt goes foul down the third base line. No balls, one strike here to Marcus. Gonzalez only a sophomore, hitting .281 on the season and playing a high level of defense for the Bulldogs. That one got in on him, but he's still able to lay the bunt down. The throw down to first is going to be in time. It's a sacrifice. Over to second goes Wentworth, and there'll be one down for the top of the order in Jalen Pickett.
With one away, coming to bat for the Bulldogs, the center fielder, number 12, Jalen Pickett.
Jalen reached on a throwing error in his last time up by the third baseman and later scored on the double by James DeBerry. He's got Wentworth on second as he faces Ritter here in the fourth. This is Jalen's first time facing the new pitcher, as both of his previous at-bats were off the left-hander Young. He takes the first pitch for a ball. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be a throw back to second. Sneaking in behind Wentworth was the shortstop, but Wentworth back in plenty of time. Pickett ready to swing. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball low, 2-0. Walks have been a theme so far in this game, as Hernando has already received so far. The Dogs have drawn 3 walks. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on and popped straight up in the air. Calling for it is the catcher, and it is going to fall out of play. Or pardon me, not out of play. It's going to be falling in foul territory. And it'll be just a scary strike there for Jalen Pickett. That's a tough play there for Morgan, the catcher. You got to get that mask off. You got to track the ball. And when the ball's that high in the air, any wind moving on it's going to move it a good few feet on the ground. So 2-1 the count to Pickett. Swinging a line drive base hit to left field. Wentworth's going to stop at third. The throw gets away, and that'll allow Jalen to get to second base. Wentworth thought about going home, but held up. And so the Dogs have runners on second and third, and they've got something brewing. Here comes Josh Fiallo.
One away, coming to bat for the Bulldogs, the third baseman, number 7, Josh Fiallo.
Fiallo 0 for 2 on the night so far. He's grounded to second and struck out looking. Again, this is his first at-bat against Ritter, the relief pitcher. Ball 1 outside. And just as we said last inning where you wanted to be careful with a hitter, well, Bammer ended up making the Bulldogs pay with a long 3-run home run. You got to think Hernando doesn't want to pitch to DeBerry, who has 2 doubles into the gaps here tonight. Ball 2 to Fialo. So maybe they'll give Josh something to hit here, and he can get a ball to drive and pick himself up a couple of ribbies. The 2-0 pitch on its way from Ritter. Out ahead of it and strike 1. Josh reached for that one a little bit. Josh always likes to stand in the front of that box. Maybe it helps him see the ball a little better. There's ball 3. It's 3-1 as he teased the bunt, but ultimately pulled it back. 3-1. The count to Fialo. The Dogs threatening to pull ahead here again. It's a 5-5 game in the bottom of the 4th. Swinging a drive into left field past the diving shortstop Brammertz. Wentworth will score. Pickett will hold up at third. It's an RBI single for Josh Fialo, and the Bulldogs take the lead 6-5.
With 1 down coming back for the Bulldogs, the catcher number 32, James DeBerry.
And turnabout is fair play here for the Dogs, and you got to think we might see another intentional base on balls here to the Bulldogs slugger. We'll see what they decide to do. Timeout called. Ritter resets. So does DeBerry. They're going to pitch to him, and that's a good pitch. Strike 1. So 0-1 to the catcher, James DeBerry. Runners at the corners, 1 down. Throw to first, but Josh gets back. James on the night, 2 for 2, 2 doubles, 3 RBI. The 0-1 pitch from Ritter. Nope. Throw back over to first. Back again in time is Fialo. That one was a little closer. So far for this inning, for the Dogs, Wentworth led off with a single. Sacrificed over to second by Gonzalez. Pickett singled. It was second and third. And then Fialo singled in Wentworth. Left Pickett on the third and Josh Fialo at first base. And here's James DeBerry. Ball 1. Curveball that didn't drop back into the zone. It's 1-1. A big moment in this game here as the Dogs lead by 1 in the bottom of the 4th, but you get the feeling like that's not much of a cushion. Ritter with a 1-1 pitch. Swung and popped up high on the infield. It will be caught by the second baseman, and that'll be 2 down.
With 2 outs coming back for the Bulldogs, now pitching number 6, Zach McClellan.
Zach McClellan, the pitcher, steps up to the plate with a chance to help his own cause here. Catcher Morgan relaying signs to the infield. Runners at the corners, 2 down. As James made good contact, just got under it a little too much. And leaves the burden here to McClellan. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A Ball low and outside, but Zach couldn't lay off. And he's down a strike. Ritter set from the stretch. Delivery. Swung on and missed to the curveball. Strike two. Ritter comes set. The 0-2 pitch to Zach. He holds up on a ball high, and it's 1-2. Big spot here for the Dogs pitcher. Trying to add to the one-run lead. Swung on and missed the breaking ball. That's 3 down for the Dogs. They do get 1 run on 3 hits. 2 men left. After 4, it's Dogs 6, Leopards 5. We head top 5 here at John F. Clements Field. The Zephyrhills Bulldogs retake the lead in the bottom of the 4th, and they are ahead of the Hernando Leopards 6-5. Batting for Hernando, the second baseman is Ashton. He asks for time, and he gets it. Ashton on the night has flown out to right field and popped up to the shortstop. Swing and a miss. 0-1. We got 6, 7, and 8 coming up. Or pardon me, 5, 6, and 7 coming up for Hernando. The 0-1 pitch. Swung at a ball at his eyes. 0-2. It's one of the phenomena of playing baseball. When the ball's at your eyes, it looks bigger. You think you can hit it, but you really got no chance. Ashton just found out that lesson the hard way. It's 0-2. Zach kicks, delivers. Swung on and missed. The ball goes in the dirt. DeBerry tries to get an angle. He's got it. Throws over to Brown to complete the strikeout. And there's 1 down.
With 1 away, coming to bat from Hernando, the designated hitter, number 28, Tyson, live and good.
We got the designated hitter now for Hernando, live and good. He'll step into the box. Tall right-handed swinging batter. Zach comes set. Just pitches out of the stretch to Zach. He fires in there for strike one. A nice quiet inning would be just what the doctor ordered here for the Dogs. McClellan comes set. The pitch swung on, hit hard into the hole on the right side, and it'll be into right field. Up cleanly with it is Dalton Gold. He gets into the second base, but it's a single for Livengood. 1 on, 1 down for the Leopards.
With 1 down, coming in back for Hernando, the first baseman, number 12, Andres Cabrera.
That'll bring up the first baseman, Cabrera. He struck out in the second inning and flew out in the fourth inning. And here he is batting in the top of the fifth. Runner on first, 1 man down. Livengood with a healthy lead off first base. Swung on and hit high and out to short center. Pickett calling off Gonzalez. He'll make the catch. He fires back to first base. The throw gets over Jake Brown, but not far enough for Livengood to advance. And so it'll be a fly out to the center fielder Pickett and 2 down.
With Joe Wade coming to bat for Hernando, the pitcher, number 11, Travis Ritter.
So Travis Ritter, who just had the strikeout to the other pitcher, Zach McClellan. I believe McClellan would like to return the favor here. McClellan comes set in the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. We're in the top of the fifth. Dogs lead 6-5. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Another good pitch by McClellan. Low and inside, got rid of the chase. And it's 0-2 to the Hernando hurler. Set is Zach McClellan. He pitches. It's chop foul. Livengood was going on the pitch. And if he wants to do it again, he'll have to run again. It remains 0-2. That was my least favorite play in baseball right there. You're on first. You're going with a pitch. Foul ball. I just sprinted 90 feet for nothing. That was not something I enjoyed.
You did that a lot, did you?
No, I didn't. Because I didn't enjoy it. Ball in the dirt, and Livengood was off and running with the pitch again. This time there'll be no throw, and he'll make it into second base, uncontested. So now a runner in scoring position for Ritter. He's behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Zach McClellan comes set on the mound and delivers. Low, ball 2. It's 2-2. Swung on and missed. Ball gets in the dirt. DeBerry's going to have to fire to first. He does, and that'll complete the strikeout. So 1 hit, but 1 man left. No run scored. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Dogs lead 6-5.
After 4 fouls.
So we go to bottom 5 now, and leading off for the Bulldogs, Austin Putz, the second baseman, looking to get the Bulldogs a little more breathing room here with this lead. Putz has walked and struck out looking tonight, 0 for 1 officially. Ball 1 is outside and in the dirt. Folks, we want to let you know AccuCheck Home Inspection Services are your go-to team for all your home inspection needs. Steve Brown and the team over there have been working in the area for 20 years. There's a strike in there, and they are more than qualified and capable to take on any home inspection job. So give them a call over at AccuCheck Home Inspection Services and tell them Bulldogs on Air sent you. And go Dogs. Swing on, and a foul ball lifted down the right-hand side and out of play, and it'll be 1-2. The Dogs have the same position in the order coming up as the Hernando Leopards had last time. Starting off with the number 5 hole hitter. And it's a strikeout for Putz, and there's 1 down.
With 1 away, coming back for the Bulldogs, the right fielder, number 9, Dalton Gold.
So that'll bring up Dalton Gold. He walked his last time up and struck out in the second inning, officially 0 for 1. The pitch from Ritter. Low ball 1. Hard ground ball to third base, but picked clean, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time, and there'll be 2 down.
With 2 down, coming back for the Bulldogs, their first baseman, number 10, Jake Brown.
That brings to the plate Jake Brown. He seems to have a very popular batting line here tonight. He has walked and struck out looking. Here's a ball fouled out to the right side. I didn't hear any damage, so hopefully there is none. And it's 0-1. Ball low and outside. It's 1-1. On deck, if he can get to him, is Wentworth, who is 2 for 2 on the day. Ball outside. It's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Jake Brown. Low ball 3. Ritter's falling behind here, and now Brown has a hitter's count. As the count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Long look in, and here comes the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. It's now full 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Charging is the shortstop Bammert. He juggles it, but throws in time to get Brown. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for the Leopards. So through 5, the Dogs lead 6-5. We head to the top of the sixth inning here at John F. Clements Field. The Dogs lead the Leopards 6-5 in this battle of first place in District 5A7. Up to bat for Hernando, Garrett Sims, the right fielder. He's facing Zach McClellan, and here's the first pitch from McClellan. Swung on and fouled off to the left-hand side. Sims on the night is 0 for 1 officially, but he did walk in his last appearance back in the fourth. It's 9-1-2 here for Hernando, and that's dangerous because that includes Lettington, who is yet to be retired here tonight, and Bammert, who hit the deep 3-1 home run a couple innings ago. Second pitch is a ball. It's 1-1. The left-handed hitting Sims sets up. Right foot a little bit in the bucket. Oh, he chopped through that one. Awkward looking swing. And it's a strike. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch to the 9-hole hitter Sims. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's another K for Zach McClellan.
Coming to bat for Hernando, the center fielder, number 2, Tyler Lettington.
And as Lettington makes his way to the plate, let me remind you, if you're listening to this broadcast and you like impressive feats like the Bulldogs taking first place in the district, you'll love the strength team at Richland Baptist Church this Friday and Saturday, March 27th and 28th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, March 29th at 6 p.m. with amazing feats of strength, breaking bricks, bending steel bars. Here's a pitch. It's a strike. And lots more. Admission is free. There will be an offering taken, but you get in the door for absolutely nothing. The address is 40443 Stewart Road in Zephyr Hills. Phone number for more information is 352-567-2990. Here's the pitch from Zach. In there for a strike. It's 0-2. Retiring Lettington would be a big deal for the Dogs here today. He is 2 for 2 with a walk added on. And 2 runs scored. McClellan with the 0-2. It's a chop to third. Glove by Fialo. He sets and throws, but it's high. Taking Brown off the bag. Oh, my goodness. Lettington runs through the base but stays in fair territory. He comes back to the bag. Brown places the tag, and he's called out. What an unusual play there. You're always taught to run through the bag and into foul territory. He stayed fair, and he got tagged out. How do you score that one? That is I guess you call it a 5-1 putout. I guess that's what it is.
5-3 putout.
Oh, 5-3 putout. Pardon me. It's 5-3. But it's a putout. It's not a fourth. Well, all right. Very good. They're still having a discussion down there. Are the Hernando coaches with the umpire? It looks very civil, though. And as they're doing that, folks, let me just tell you, if you want to hear more Bulldog broadcasts, maybe you have a member of the soccer team in your family, or perhaps you really love the softball team. We can come out and we can do any sport. You just got to contact us and get with us. Email me at bulldogsradio@gmail.com or contact me on Twitter at BulldogsOnAir for more information. And now we're having the umpires get together. They're going to talk it over. First baseman says, yeah, that's what I saw. And the home plate umpire says, yeah, that's what you saw. So it is, in fact, an out. And that is a big break for the Dogs.
Coming back for Hernando, the shortstop, number 8, Tanner Bamber.
So here comes Tanner Bammert. He of the 3-run home run last time up. That tied the game in the fourth. And now Zach McClellan is trying to retire him here in the top of the 6th. Ball 1 outside. On deck is Justin Young. But before we get him, we need to deal with Bammert. 1 for 2 with a walk as well and 3 runs driven in. Ball 2 high, and it's 2-0. Zach looking in for the sign. He gets it, and he comes set. Ball 3 outside. Looks like the zone is shrinking a little bit the later we get in this game. As all 3 of those pitches look very close. Let's see if Bammert has a 3-0 green light or if he's taken all the way. Pitch from McClellan. In their first strike, he was taking. It's 3-1. All the power for Hernando is in these next 2 hitters so far that we've seen. So you want to be careful, but you also don't really want runners on for Justin Young. Here's a ball hitting the hole on the right side, but gloved by Fialo. Throw over to first to Brown is in time. So a rather wacky 1-2-3 inning for the Dogs, but it'll work. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Zephyr Hills leads 6-5. Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Bulldogs is Tanner Whitworth. The left fielder tonight has been swinging a hot stick as he is 2 for 2. Swinging a foul back for Tanner. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 pitches in there for strike 2. And now Tanner's behind 0-2. The 8-9-1 hitters for the Dogs are due up this inning. And then they'll have to try to shut down the 3-4-5 for Hernando if they want to preserve this lead. Swinging a foul back over the barricade, and it's still 0-2. Don't forget to visit our friends at GameOnForKids.com. That's GameOn4Kids.com with great coverage of local youth sports. Steve Lee and his team will have you covered. That's GameOn4Kids.com. Well, Tanner Whitworth is also confused by the umpire's verbiage here as he called a ball, and Tanner thought he had called a strike, but it was a ball. So it will be 1-2, the Dogs' left fielder. Pitch chopped over the mound Fielded by the second baseman. The throw in the dirt gets away. And Tanner's going to be in there. And I'm going to give him a single for that, as that would have been a close play even if the throw had been a good one. So a 3-hit night for Tanner Whitworth. That'll bring up Marcus Gonzalez.
Coming up the back of the Bulldogs, the shortstop, number 2, Marcus Gonzalez.
So here comes Gonzalez. Officially 1 for 1 on the night, as he has a single, an infield single that was essentially just a fantastic bunt, and a sacrifice his last time up. Here's another sacrifice laid down. The third baseman grabs. He's only going to have one play. It's at first. A nice dig out by Cabrera at first. It's another sac bunt for Gonzalez, and we'll have a runner on second with 1 down for the top of the order.
With 1 down, coming to bat for the Bulldogs is center fielder, number 12, Jalen Pickett.
So here we go with Jalen Pickett, the senior, with a chance to increase the Bulldogs' lead. They currently are up by 1 tick. It's 6-5. Trying to add on here in the bottom of the 6th. The Dogs would love it if they didn't have to bat again here tonight. Swing and a miss at a fastball. It's 0-1. Pickett is 1 for 3 on the night, though he has reached twice. He struck out looking in the first, reached on an error in the second, and singled back in the fourth. The sneak in behind the runner play did not work there. Bamberts broke for the bag, but Wentworth was smart to it. Got back in plenty of time. Runner at second, 1 out, 1 strike to count. To the leadoff hitter, Jalen Pickett. They run the same play again. Bamberts coming in behind, but Wentworth is back in plenty of time. Wentworth gets his lead. Delivery home. Swung on and fouled back out of play. It'll be 0-2. Ritter can dial up a fastball when he needs to. That one had a little extra mustard on it. Pickett able to foul it back. Fialo on deck. Here's the delivery from Ritter. Swung on and fouled back again. This pitch high as well. Jalen fights it off. It's still 0-2. No matter where he is on the diamond, you can always tell who Jalen is because his hair comes down 6 inches below his helmet. Wentworth back at second base. Maybe I'm just jealous I don't have hair like that. I don't know.
I don't know how I get the helmet on.
0-2 count to Jalen. Pitch. Hit on the ground hard to third base. The throw over to first to be in time. Whitworth trying to take third. They're going to call him out. It looks like he slid right into the leg of the third baseman. And he is out trying to advance to third. So we're through 6. Heading to the top of the 7th. Dogs lead 6-5.
At the
So it all comes down to this, Bulldog fans. We head to the top of the 7th. Zach McClellan on the mound, and he will be pitching the 3-hole hitter of Hernando, Justin Young. Young 2 for 2 on the day with a home run and a long, loud single, as well as an intentional base on balls. Swing and a miss on the first one, it's strike 1. And they do choose to pitch to Young here today, or here in this inning. Probably the right move, only being the leadoff hitter. The tall lefty. Waits. Ball high. It's 1-1. The Dogs would be very glad not to have to hit again here tonight, because that would mean they got out of this inning without allowing a run. McClellan from the stretch. Delivers. High, ball 2. The pitch. Chopped on the ground to second base. That's to Putz. He knocks it down. He can't get it there in time. Unable to field it cleanly, and Young reaches with an infield error. There'll be a runner on first, no down for the Leopards.
Coming to bat for Hernando, the catcher, number 13, Owen Morgan.
Now, this boy's gonna be feeling, he did a while ago.
So here we go. McClellan. The pitch. In there for strike 1. Showed bunt, pulled it back. Earlier in the game, Young was able to steal second and advance on the throw into center field. That would have significant importance if he was able to do that again here. McClellan set. High, ball 1. 1-1. The catcher, Owen Morgan. A couple of walks on the day and also a ground out short. McClellan deals. In there, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Morgan. After him is the second baseman, Ashton. And then Liebengood. He comes set in the pitch. Chopped on the ground is short. Over to second, they'll get 1, and that'll be the only one they get. So a fielder's choice for Morgan, and that'll bring up Ashton. 1 down for the Dogs.
With 1 away, coming to bat for Hernando, the second baseman, number 17, Morgan Ashton.
So Morgan and Young just switch places, and Ashton, the second baseman, will step in. 0 for 3 on the night, a fly out, a pop out, and the strikeout. Let's see if we can add ground out to that total. The pitch from McClellan. Ball. One and 0. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up here, but I will tell you that the bottom 5 of the order for Hernando tonight has combined for 1 hit and 12 at-bats. It's been the top of the order doing a lot of the damage here. There's a strike, 1-1. The man on deck, Liebengood, is the one man in the bottom of the order who has a hit. So I don't know if that's good news or bad news. You decide for yourself, Bulldog fans. The 1-1 pitch with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Ground ball up the middle. Sabina Gonzalez to second. To 1, not in time. So another fielder's choice. And they'll be 2 down.
Okay, boys, just simple.
So the Hernando Leopards.
With 2 away for Hernando coming to bat, the designated hitter, number 28, Tyson Livengood.
The Hernando Leopards down to their last out here, as it's going to be Tyson Livengood, the designated hitter. He's 1 for 3 onto the night. He grounded to short, grounded to second, and singled. And Zach McClellan looking to shut it down and secure first place for the Dogs. Big moment here. McClellan comes set, the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Ashton, the second baseman, is down at first for Hernando. No balls, 1 strike. It's the designated hitter, Livengood. Swing and a ball hit into short right field. Out for it is Putz. And he has it. And that's it. The Zephyr Hills Bulldogs have defeated the Hernando Leopards 6-5. And they have completed the absolutely improbable rise from a season last year with 5 total wins to this year sole possession of first place in District 5A7. What a great win by the Bulldogs, all-around team win. I'm going to go ahead and give the player of the game to James DeBerry, 2 for 3 with 3 RBI on the day. A hat tip goes to Zach McClellan, who came in and was able to relieve his brother with some strong relief work. Also, another hat tip goes to Taylor Wentworth, 3 for 3 on the night. Great job, great team win by the Bulldogs. I want to tell you, folks, one more time, our next broadcast will be April the 6th against Ridgewood at 7 p.m. We'll give you more information there. Also want to thank Richland Baptist Church. Go check out the strength team there this weekend, March 27th and 28th at 7 p.m. and March 29th at 6 p.m. It's at 40443 Stewart Road in Zephyr Hills. Admission is free. If you want more information, contact them 352-567-2990. Big thanks to AccuCheck Home Inspection Services. Get with Steve Brown about all your home inspection needs. Steve Lee is over at GameOnForKids.com. GameOn4Kids.com. Thank you so much for tuning in to Bulldogs Baseball. We'll be back with you real soon. And congratulations to the first place Zephyr Hills Bulldog baseball team. Everyone have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Go Dogs!